Hey everybody, it's Never here, just innocently doing some Super Adventure Box. Alright, now, let's take a look and see. I don't care about the extra bubbles right there. But over here, I care about a dig spot that's right here. And a secret room that is over here somewhere. Okay, let's get in there. And boing. We got all of that. And there's some more bubbles that way. If we go into the woods, there's a bubble over here. And there's a dig spot up there through this tree. Now, you might be thinking, oh my goodness, he makes it look so easy. Never knows the Super Adventure Box so well, and he can just run through it and not even worry about it. And you know, sometimes a lot of people like speedrun stuff or go do jumping puzzles, and it's like they have every jumping puzzle in the whole game memorized. And well, the truth is that Never's full of poo. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly what is happening, because this is not what it appears to be. Now, there are some people out there that have everything memorized and it is what it looks like. But I would venture to say a good portion, maybe even most of them, do not, because there's no reason to. Let me show you what I see. Just a second, and I'm going to turn this on. So now you can see my overlay, and I can push this button. And now I've got pathing and markers. And if I head over here, there's paths that are different colors. Some of you are familiar with this. And I can see, oh look, up here, there's a hidden room and a dig spot, and it tells me right where they are. Or I can go over here into the dark woods, and it tells me there's a bubble here. And I can see off in the distance, oh yeah, that's another path that intersects, and that's where the dig spot is. And so I still have to do it. But it's not like I have to memorize every jumping puzzle, because this thing will have every jumping puzzle and tell me where everything is. And based on how I set up my my OBS or whatever it is I'm using to record, I can choose whether it is capturing the entire monitor or whether it's just capturing one source from the monitor, like Guild Wars 2. Right now you're seeing the entire monitor's capture, and I can bring up my Blish HUD and show you all of that stuff. But if I leave this open and I just switch to only capturing the game, now you can't see that because Blish HUD is a layer above what it is. And I can interact with Blish HUD and close it and everything. I can turn off the markers, and then I can go back to here, and you can just see the extra Blish HUD icons come back. Ooh, look at that. So that's how this sort of thing works. It doesn't mean that the people who are doing these amazing runs or doing this stuff quickly have any less ability to do that. It just means that people don't have to memorize everything. This isn't cheating. This is just not having to memorize it all. This is the same way that streamers who do cheat using wall hacks or other things like that are able to see them even though the broadcast doesn't, is because they occur in different layers. Anything that's an overlay on the game, you can set up your broadcasting software to not show that on the stream, but you can see it on your own monitor. And that's where people make mistakes, is they put the wrong sources in, and it's sort of a matter of time before somebody makes a mistake like that and just screws it up. So that is how this works. It's because of layers. It's like an ogre, or onions, or a cake, or something like that. So be impressed by people that do amazing runs, by people that do things that actually take skill to do. But you don't need to be impressed by them seemingly having memorized everything and knowing exactly where to go. Because it's simply, it's not that big of a deal when you have something to tell you all of those things. I'll show you another example of what I'm talking about. Alright, here we are in Verdant Brink, and I'm going to try and get map completion, as if I don't have it here, but I'm going to go, alright, I need to go through here, and there is a point of interest right there, and I've got a Griffin, so I know that I can fly up here with Skyscale or Griffin. And I'm making a complete loop back to where I was, but that got me some points of interest. And this is definitely the most efficient route that I can think of for getting this, and I'll fly right over to this point specifically, and then I think I'll turn here. And so here's what's going on once again. Hey, look at that. There is an overlay showing me exactly what to do. And so for hero point trains, or for getting map completion quickly and easily, this is how it's done. The overlay tells you everything, tells you exactly where to go. The most efficient route is already figured out. You can use this for farming. There's a whole bunch of ways to do it, but take a look at this. It tells you precisely where to go all the way through everything. Once again, this doesn't diminish the accomplishment or the skill of somebody executing this path. It just means that they don't have to memorize every little detail of where to go. It is a guide. It is a map. But I think it's important to see how it works. Here's all of these things that show where there's some airship parts, and they show them from quite a ways away, and you can configure how far away it shows it. This is all done with something called Blish HUD. I made another video about that a while back. So if you're wondering how do people pull this stuff off, or how can I get some of this info or get this good, well, that would be the first thing to do, is to get an overlay and learn how to use it. It's really easy to do it. It doesn't require modifying any game files. It's simply an application that runs alongside the game, and using information that the game provides intentionally, it draws over the screen of the game so that you can see all of this extra stuff. And when you're done with it, you just turn the markers off. It's very little overhead, and I've been very happy using it for years, and so have many, many other people. So that's how this works. I hope that's helpful and informative to you, and I hope that gives you some insight into what it takes to do some of these really helpful and amazing feats for other people, like the hero point trains and whatnot. And maybe something of an understanding that can remove some frustration in the game, because I know not everybody likes doing jumping puzzles as much as I do, or as much as other people do, and they really just want to know where to go so they can get it done. This is how you can find that stuff out. Okay, thanks, bye.